breakfast. She was singing. She was carrying essential water bottle. I gave her essential water. She's been trolling me again. Finding out when I drink, when I buy from the store. With my sister. Body essential water. She brought that bottle back. She was still making a comment. She has a bottle for my person next to me. So I think they're just trying to gross me out, you know, to make me avoid the sorrow in my mouth. It's off, and that is gone. Still very black and white, that's in my head. You know, I'm not very, still solid as white people trading in Georgia. Trade from nothing, this one is doing solid also, Wisconsin trading in Florida. So now I have black Americans trying to do the same thing. They stalk me everywhere I go, when I go to the store, they send me to talk to the store. So they're there, they're trying to sue to get money. The police wants to take my name this time out. So black Americans trying to hide under the color. So getting upset. They said extortion is very right. Excuse me, sir. Hello. Extortion is very right. They are non-black communities. You know, so the people can hide under the collar and say, you know, they're not racist, they're just extortionists. And tell people that we have to keep money. Trying to start the fall. Excuse me, please. Excuse me, miss. You know, some black Americans got killed in the chaos. You know, by Sean Bell and Ahmed Marbury. People are wondering if it's a racial movie. So it's people of a different race. So this one's here, as a foreigner. They can arrest me as a foreigner and they can hide under the cover. So I drink essential water and she started following around with a bottle of essential water. So I use my food stamp to buy all this stuff. And they always harass me in stores like the way we. They're trolling me. I don't know why she has to follow me to the bathroom, carry me the same bottle of water I'm drinking. There was a time I tried drinking the water from the tap, you know, so they have their FBI also speaking, you know, because I was just reading about Legionnaire's disease. I'm under the FBI surveillance since I was arrested in 2000 by the immigration. My mother brought me here. So I was just reading that Legionnaire's is killing people and it's from dirty tap water. There was a time in a Brooklyn park called Dumbo Park. I drank the tap water there and immediately my diarrhea started flaring up, and I went back to the bathroom to use and I called the police on me. So you know, I came back to use the bathroom. I was like, yeah, because I had to leave and never come back again. So the behind black Americans troll me. This was around 2022. Biden was president, Eric Adams had just become mayor. You know, around 2022, 23. So I was just reading in one of these papers, either the Daily News or the New York Post, that Legionnaires can be found on tap water because New York City doesn't treat the tap water, just disinfect it. So that makes sense. When I drank the tap water, you know, my diarrhea flared up immediately. I just finished in the bathroom and I was so tired and I drank the tap water. And immediately I was saying, you know, I was gassy. As soon as I went to the bathroom, they called the police on me. So I just finished in the bathroom and I came back again. You know, so they having black Americans told me, mock me, anything I do. It's against the law. And that's just kind of, you know, I guess it's trying to make me remember. She looks like my mother's sister that also lives there. She took me. My mother said that none of the family wants to come out. So everybody will have a black American sister. My mother president was planning to come to America. I think she finally came to America. And we live in a Long Island somewhere. You know, that woman used to live in England, my mother's sister. You know, so they're trolling me. And this is very serious. You know. So, I even when I try, they chase all the homeless like me away from the train. Even when I try to ride the train, the police will harass me and kick me off for no reason. So they're trolling us, harassing us. And one is to be aware as a foreigner under this Trump and Ricardo administration. I know that would help me. And even the welfare officer, they want to cancel my welfare. So they heard, I was filing a fraudulent welfare claim. They heard that I didn't even live in New York. I only come in New York to file a fraudulent welfare claim. And I told them I've always been in New York. I go to your welfare office every day at a time. Like last year, I was going to your office every day because I was trying to get a shelter for domestic violence victims. Somebody took me home and raped me. Around 2020. And I've been trying to get a shelter for sex abuse victims, and they didn't have to do it. So saying in the prisons here, the black Americans, they abuse each other to kill each other. So sometimes the white, higher black Americans to torture each other. So again, they're trying to torture me like a prisoner. They say they call it Fight Club. So the white people in charge of Rikers Island, would love a stronger black American to beat a weaker black American to death. But the white people, since they're killing each other. So right now, they're hiring black American women to swat me anywhere I go. I'm a Nigerian transsexual. But the good they can hide under that, under that gender, because a lot of the abuses is not really women abuses men, it's men abusing women. So they're trying to flip it around, so nobody will take it serious. So even I tried to use the bathroom a couple of days ago at the Penn Station. Black American woman came in there. She was the cleaner. Said go back to Africa and call the police on me. So they have a black American woman abused me after Nigerian. I was born in there, but now I'm a female. So I'm being abused in America, and the Nigerian government wouldn't help me. The Nigerian government is so corrupt, and they like any corrupt situation and hoping it turns out more disastrous so that, they can benefit from it. And one of the ways they could benefit is, they said, somebody's killed in America by the police. The police may pay money to the family abroad that they deallocate. They said they're just so broke right now, they're looking for American dollars. So they're hoping I get Nigerians and Nigerian government to be resolving crimes. They only have the whites. The Duke and Nigerians. So my mother's doing straight mental illness, my mother was actually a fraudulent scheme of killing people and getting the money. And those are violent. And they trained my mother was crazy. And so poisoning my mother's food, that Bologna especially, with current or food poison to trigger my mother to have a heart attack. And my mother already has a heart disease already. At the time she was living with her daughters in Pakistan, so my mother flew back to New York. I went to the hospital and the daughters, broke people law. My mother was hiding from them, didn't tell them what hospital she was in. And days later, the daughters were able to find out what hospital my mother was in. My mother still doesn't know how they were able to find out. And they came to the hospital to troll my mother, told the hospital to lock my mother up in the cycle. I was born in America, so they speak American English. My mother was born in Nigeria. So they were able to get the hospital to discriminate against my mother because my mother doesn't speak American English, even though my mother has a college degree here in America, but she speaks Nigerian English. So they were able to get the hospital to discriminate against my mother and lock my mother up in the cycle. They said the white people would always profile black Americans as crazy, as dangerous, as wild. So my mother's daughter, aware of the culture in America, that's very easy to profile a black person as crazy. That, police and doctors love to classify blacks as crazy and kill them. So my mother's daughter set my mother up like that. In 2015, because they were born in America, they are aware that it's very easy to frame a black person up. So a lot of whites would do that also. Even Michael Jackson's father. He said he was very scared when they were calling his son Wacko Jacko. He said, in America, when you're calling a black person crazy, he maybe want to kill that black person. He said, because the two people that don't have rights in America are blacks and crazy people. So he said when he finally got the phone call that his son is dead, and they said he was doing the crazy stuff, doing drugs in the house. He said he suspected the doctor set him up. That might be just as far as he's concerned, his son was crazy. So the authorities here refused to help me arrest the daughters. Because as a foreigner, they don't want me to get nothing. So they asked you black Americans to be documents. And I think they hope that if I die, because I'm a transgender, I don't have any spouse, I don't have any child. So they say if you die, they say that's called dying interstate, if you don't have your own family. So they'll give the money to your extended family, to your brothers, sisters. So they are hoping, that my mother's daughters will then marry some of these gangsters, part of their gang, inheritance scam gang, and if they kill me here in New York, the money will go to my mother's daughters, they can marry the gangsters. That part of their inheritance scam gang and inherit the money. So in case I get killed or die or whatever, nobody should inherit my money or administer my estate unless the civil rights activists like me, and we should administer my estate only to get justice for me and my late mother, and give the rest to charity to those suffering xenophobia all around the world and those being deported by Trump to prioritize. And in case I become sick or whatever, I should be allowed to remain in America. There's all these gangs harassing me, and I wouldn't be safe in the country because America has allies all over the world, and the police in other countries ignore me. So I'm better off here in America because I have a documented history of these criminal gangs in America. I've been reporting them, so they say in order to resolve crime, it's better to not displace evidence and displace witnesses. Intact as regular as possible. So that's the best way to resolve crimes. So because a lot of people know my mother's been living in New York on and off since 1970s. My father also came to New York in 1970s. He's not dead also. So so me and my mother and father, we have a established history in New York. They have friends here that they went to college with, and those friends can attest that my mother was never crazy. My father was never crazy because my mother maintained contact with those friends since 1970s. So a lot of those, that's why I want to remain in America, because my mother always talked to those friends on the phone. She had black American friends, she had Nigerian friends since 1970s. That she's been living in America on and off, and she always maintained contact till her death with those friends. So our daughters were making up stories that my mother was doing. Okay, so that's why I want to remain here in America no matter what. So that when the authorities decide to take me serious, I will subpoena those friends, I will subpoena more witnesses to say that daughters from there. And I was under FBI surveillance at the time they killed my mother. So the FBI was listening in. On the phone, I would always call my mother, but she was giving me that drugs were poisoning. And my mother was saying my drugs were poisoning her, they were entering an inheritance scam. They were trying to kill her early. So the evidence is there. But the FBI is not helping me. As a foreigner, they're choosing an America first policy. And I think my mother's daughters are affiliated with American gangs, so they believe it's better to help them and win all the money, inherit any money through me by killing me, so that they can donate that money to the American gangs. So it's not about justice anymore. It's not about, prioritizing, even people committing crimes against foreigners, making sure they escape. They're affiliated with American gangs. Deep-seated corruption governance. But everything is coming to light. So please, I want the civil rights activists to take me serious and help me get justice when I'm alive. A lot of times they wait till you're dead, as they think it's maybe the story of people go. But that is cool. I have enough evidence when I'm alive. My mother had friends here in America that she went to college with in the 1970s. She maintained contact with these people. So that's cool. I said that my mother was normal. She was a normal self. Whatever normal self, everybody was normal self. So I thought it just figured out because my mother was born in Africa and I was born here, so I thought they could fool people here and abuse my mother as an African.